Oh, well, hello there, you beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, creative human being. I'm Andrea Don, and today we are here for a yoga asana practice that is all about strengthening the legs. You might even call it a yoga workout, which I know might be a big no-no for some instructors, but I'd like to think about it more as a work-in and an opportunity to treat our body and to gift our body and nourish our body with whatever it needs. And sometimes that means doing some strength-based work, and dependent upon your day or your week, that's what you might need for yourself. So making sure we're not limiting our asana practice to anybody else's ideas, but giving it the authority, or giving yourself the authority to make it exactly what you need for you. So without further ado, we will get started. We'll take just a moment to set an intention for the class. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. This intention is one word, and it's used to strengthen the mind muscle so that we can cultivate one pointed focus. And when we lose our way, we come back to this one word that reminds us why we're here, and maybe even who we are or who we want to be. Find a soft smile to your lips. Flutter your eyes open, circle out your wrists. We're going to do a real quick warm-up and dive right in. So you might need to give yourself more of a warm-up, just depends upon you and your day. We'll start with some spinal movements, so come on to all fours. And we'll take some figure eights with the hips. As you work these figure eights, you might even add in some more cat-cow-like movements. On the forward of the 8, you might find the cow. And the backward of the 8, you might find the cat, or opposite of that. Take your figure eights in the opposite direction. Good. Come all the way back to a child's pose. Walk your hands over towards the left. Bring your awareness into your right side body as you press your bum back towards the right corner of the mat. And then walk your hands over towards the right. Awareness into left side body, bum back towards left corner of mat. Amazing. Walk your hands back through center and in towards you, right back behind you. We'll stretch out the quads. Maybe lift your hips away from your heels. And sit the bum back down. Come on back forward to stand onto your knees. And we'll just do some swirls, moving the arms from side to side, twisting the spine from side to side. Good. Clasp the hands behind you. Reach the held hands down. Sit your bum back towards your heels and lift the held hands over the head. You might dip the shoulders in towards the midline. Bring the held hands back down. Come back to all fours. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Walk the left knee back. So we're into a lizard pose. Option to stay here, go onto your forearms. You could come onto the outer blade edge of the right foot and let this right knee fall more out towards the right. You could work a little bit with your wrist here. And then walk your foot in towards the midline. Tuck your left toes, lift your left leg, and start to straighten your right leg. Press back through the left heel. You might lift the right toes. Good. Now we'll walk towards the long side of the mat. So we're coming to a wide leg forward fold. And we're just going to move this from side to side. Think of yourself like a ninja or like a slithery snake. And then we'll repeat that sequence on the other side. So walk yourself towards the back of the mat, heel toe your left foot towards the left, and drop your right knee down. So we're in lizard left side. I'm here in Guatemala, where we are building a yoga retreat center. And we just finished the yoga shala. I was going to film this up there today, but the floor was still just a little bit wet. So I hope you'll keep watching. If you're a teacher or a student, consider coming, whether it's something I host or you would like to host yourself. All right, walk your left foot in towards the midline, tuck your right toes, lift your right leg. Start to straighten your left leg. Press back through your right heel. Good, now we'll walk it back towards the long side of the mat. So we're in a traditional wide leg forward fold this time, where we'll just hang, let the upper body relax, let the head relax. You could walk the hands behind you. You can press the palms down and draw them in towards you to gain a little bit more traction. But again, the quality of your practice is never about the depth or what we might consider the depth of a posture, right? It's not about the shape, it's about the quality of the attention that you're paying to the shape that you're in and your breath, and linking that breath with your movement and your intention. So basically cultivating presence. When we know how to be present on our mat, we can learn how to be present in our lives. All right, heel toe your feet in. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Give yourself a good shake out, whole body. And we'll make our way into a flow where we're working on strengthening the legs. So much of our day and what we do is done with our legs. So it's important that they are strong and healthy. So let's start in a downward facing dog. Hands a little wider than shoulder width, grip through the finger pads. Inhale to lift your right leg. Exhale to step your right foot in between the palms. Good, now we're gonna come up, knee towards chest, and then into a figure four. So I'm gonna come up to stand, lift my left knee towards my chest, left ankle to cross right knee, hands through prayer. We'll take a moment to steady and balance. Now we'll work this right leg along with getting a stretch in the left outer hip. So you'll straighten the right leg and then lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice work. Now we're going to unravel the left leg, take it back towards a warrior three. We're going to move into almost what would be like deadlifting, right? So this right leg is pretty straight, and we're going to draw the left leg up without stepping it down, and then send the bum back, the heart and chest forward. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go to 7, and we'll end in our warrior three. So into our warrior three, level the hips, and now we'll do some warrior three squats. Bend into the right knee, tap the ground. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that right leg's on fire. 6, 2 more. 7 and 8. Nice work. Drop the ball mound of the back foot. Rise up. Straighten the right leg. Whew. Reach your arms up high. Give yourself a moment. And here we go, right back into it. Bend into the right knee, tap the left, and straighten for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, hold. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Step the right foot back to meet the left. We're going to take some scap push-ups here. So your arms stay pretty straight. You just let your heart and chest fall and then press back up. So we're in a plank position, keeping the arms straight, protracting and retracting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here you might take a flow. I'm going to drop my knees, come all the way down. Find a cobra, a baby cobra, an upward facing dog. Back to all fours. Let's take a moment in child's pose. If you need to grab a sip of water, grab a sip of water, and then we're going to repeat that on the other side. Just a little bit goes a long way. All right, here we go. Back to our downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg. Exhale to step the left foot in between the palms. Come up, right knee towards the chest. Right ankle to cross left knee, hands through prayer. Sit down, figure 4. We'll hold for just a few breaths. Feels good on that right outer hip now that we worked it so hard. And we straighten and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Now we're going to take it to warrior 3 into what would kind of be like our deadlifts, right? So we're keeping the left leg pretty straight as we come up to hover the right foot. For another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice work. Now we're headed back to warrior 3. Oh, I need to shake that leg out a little bit. We're headed back to warrior 3 for our warrior 3 squats. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Land the ball mound of the right foot. Rise up, straighten the left leg. This is going to do wonders for your one leg sequences in your more traditional practice. Okay, here we go. Bend into the knee. And now we're going to straighten and tap the right knee down. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you got this, and 1. Nice work. Come down. Remember the hover. We hover, hold, hold, hold. Scissor the legs for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, step back. You can do those same scat push-ups, traditional chaturanga push-ups. I'm gonna drop my knees and do push-ups on my knees. I'm gonna go for 10. So it might just be the 10 count. It might be 10, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Now you might take a traditional vinyasa, baby cobra, cobra, upward facing. Let's meet in another child's pose. Good work. All right, a few more party tricks up my sleeve here. We're not quite finished. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg. Option to bend and open. Step the right foot outside of the right hand. Left foot outside of left hand. Squat down into your low yogic squat or malasana. We'll take just a moment here. Use your elbows. Try to ground down evenly through your feet, even though the weight wants to cave in towards the inner blade edge. Sit your bum down, lift your heart and chest up. All right, we're gonna just lower and lift the bum. That's it. So, you might take your hands to your ankles to do this. You don't have to, the hands could just go down. I'm gonna take my hands to my ankles, lift my bum, and then lower back down. All right. Okay, we're gonna speed it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your low yogic squat. Soften your brow and your jaw. At least you're doing it together, right? It's helpful to hold each other accountable in that way. Instead of letting our mood dictate our actions of the day, we can allow our core values to dictate those actions, and sometimes we just don't feel like it. And that's coming from external stimuli. But when we touch back into what it is we said is important to us, and movement and strength is important to us, then we give ourselves resources like this YouTube to hold ourselves accountable so that we can align with our core values. All right, we're gonna take a squat and we're just gonna hold. So we're gonna lift, right? And I'm in my squat position and I'm staying pretty low and I'm just gonna hold here. You might close your eyes and breathe. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten. Oh. Okay, we're going to lower back down. This time we only have to hold for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. You know it. We're going back down for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, we're on lucky number 7. Here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. Woo! Back down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Make the noises. They help. All right, 5, 4, or curse me out. Whatever helps. 3, 2, 1. Whew. I can't hear you. I'll never know. Back down for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're almost there, guys and gals. 3, 2, 1. Right back down. 2, 1. Lift. Right back down. 1. Woo! Shake it all out. Oh, I'm stuck to my mat. Nice work. Okay. Let's give ourselves a little shake out. Maybe grab a sip of water. On our way to super strong legs. You know, and all of this is helpful for our feet, which are our foundation. We think about how we're balancing and using big toe ball mount, pinky toe ball mount heel, our toes, and all right. We're gonna do some cross back lunges. So we're gonna just do one side. So you'll move towards the right side of your mat. So we're gonna cross back with our right leg. Okay, remember, what's the difference between exercise and asana practice? It's our intention, it's our breath. So let's make sure that we're breathing, linking breath and movement. Okay, I like to bring my hands to prayer. Helps remind me of my intention. Cross back. So cross back right, tap right, and step back up. Okay? Link your breath with this movement. Okay, we've got another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, on our last one, pause and hold. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step up, shake it out. Nice work. Okay. We do have another side. But let me tell you, the wind is picking up here and it is feeling lovely. We're headed into rainy season. We're so excited for things to grow. We've planted, I want to say, over 700 plants. So watering them is quite the task. Okay, here we go. We move towards the left side of our mat, right? And we're gonna step back with the left foot, okay? Link breath and movement, here we go. All right, we've got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. Nice work. Ah, nice work. So good. All right. We are going to, I know, it feels like we should be done, doesn't it? But you could turn it off here, or you could stick it out with me for one more flow. We won't do as many, I promise, okay? But this might be something you do today or something you work up to. Let's find our downward facing dog. After that, downward dog does feel like a resting pose, doesn't it? All right, inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale to step it through. You know where we're going, left knee towards chest, left ankle to right knee, right away. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unravel into our deadlifts. Okay, we're just doing 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3 squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back, rise up, straighten the right leg, hands through prayer, left knee down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look at that, we're already there. Hands down, frame out the foot, step back. Okay, scat push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into a traditional vinyasa, modified vinyasa. We meet back in downward facing dog. We got this. One more round. One more round. Inhale to lift the left leg. Exhale to step it through. Right knee towards chest, right ankle over left, hands through prayer. Figure 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 3 deadlifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Warrior 3 squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the ball mound of the right foot, straighten the left. Woo, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Your choice. Scat push-ups, knees down, chaturanga push-ups. I'm going to go for full chaturanga push-ups. I'm going to go for 10. I'm not sure. I haven't done them in a while, so let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your vinyasa. Nice work. Come down onto your bum. Sweep your legs around. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Next time your yoga teacher's giving you like a one-leg sequence, you're gonna be like, oh, what? We're not doing warrior 3 deadlifts? I got this. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit of core, right? Because our core affects everything that we do. So lots of options. You could take a modified boat pose, plant the hands, and come into this shape. You're balancing on your sits bones, right? And you're holding here. Or you could reach the arms forward. I'm gonna do some low boat type crunches, right? Where we lower, and then instead of keeping the legs straight, I'm gonna pull the knees in. So I'm gonna go for 10 of these. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You might be toast, that's okay. Maybe you've got some scissors left for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can't just do scissors in one way. All right, we just can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it all the way down, knees to chest. Woo! Ah. Oh. All right, let's relax. Step your feet down, heel toe them wide. Take your arms out to a T or cactus arms. Windshield wiper your legs. Recommit to your breath. Recommit to your intention. Recommit to yourself. You know, this practice instigates all of those questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And how do my daily actions amount to serving that purpose? What is my dharma? Dharma, right? So that's our duties that are of ethical and moral values. All right, we're gonna keep going with that windshield wipering, but we'll heel toe the feet in, cross right ankle over left knee. So come back to that figure 4, but now we'll windshield wiper that figure 4. I also do life coaching, and while we use all kinds of interventions from ACT to CBT to neuro-linguistic programming, a lot of what I do is yoga. It's really what it is. All right, come back through center, lift this system of legs towards your chest. You know, we're looking at all of those questions, getting clear about our values, observing where our life is aligning with those values and where it's not. And then we do so with the lens of ahimsa, love and compassion. You know, and we do that because we now have the knowing of Sat, right, of our true nature. So, you know, it's not like we're giving ourselves a pass for having bad behavior, but we're having an understanding and then committing to changing it. And we know that change is hard, it takes time, because we've learned all about samskaras and those neural pathways that our thoughts and beliefs just travel along. All right, let's switch this out. So we'll cross left ankle over right. Give yourself a few windshield wipers there. You know, and we really do this through the yamas and the niyamas. If you study the yamas and niyamas, that is enough for many, 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 many lifetimes. And we tend to like gloss it over and pass it over because, you know, we'll give it this one word definition: love, truth, non-stealing, non-possession, you know, and it's so much more than that. And it's so, anyway, for me, difficult to align with all of those. All right, pull that in towards your chest. You know, I'm definitely not on a daily basis with many of them, which is why it takes constant reflection, constant self-study, constant svadhyaya, coming back to the spiritual texts, and constant forgiveness. And that's why the yoga practice is the most meaningful thing in my entire life. It's what I've committed everything to. I've never been so committed to anything. Before yoga, I'm in it like 11 years now. Let's do some rolling bridges. And before that, it would always be kind of like a spark of something, be a little OCD about it, go all in, and then it fades. But yoga was this thing that, wow, it told me that I'm good and I'm worthy. And the only one who can discover that, and the only one who can gift myself the knowing of that, is me. And I'm the only one that can do the work. All right, and from here into Shavasana, our final rest. Don't skip it. Don't skip it. It's so important. This is our integration. This is where we tap into the parasympathetic nervous system. That's where the healing happens. You just worked really hard. If we want that to recover, we need our Shavasana. And I'm always here to remind you that you are whole, you are beautiful, and you are always enough. I hope you will practice with me again. Subscribe so that you can see the latest videos and we can walk this path together. My heart sees and feels and smiles to yours. Namaste, yogis.